trickery is this? Mal'Ganis! I don't know how you survived, but
Calm
I'm...
yourself, Prince Arthas. I am Tichondrius. Like Mal'Ganis, I am a dreadnought. But I am not your enemy. In truth, I've come to congratulate you.
Congratulate me?
By killing your own father and delivering this land to the Scourge, you have passed your first test. The Lich King is pleased with your enthusiasm.
Yes. I've damned everyone and everything I've ever loved in his name. And I still feel no remorse, no shame, no pity.
The rune blade you carry was forged by the Lich King and empowered to steal souls. Yours was the first one it claimed.
Then I'll make do without one. What is the Lich King's will?
The cult of the damned must be rallied once again. Many of the acolytes have been in hiding amongst the populace. Once you've rallied them, I will give you further instructions.
What is it now? Finally, this is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Ah, at last.
Greetings, great lord. Our master, Kel'Thuzad, told us that you would come.
Kel'Thuzad? How could he have known it?
Be wary. If the townsfolk see your undead minions, they'll call the local guards to stop you.
Finally,
The damned stand
Frostmourne
ready.
hungers. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Finally, Frostmourne hungers.
Seek out the local graveyards. Those buried there. My sight is yours.
Hungers. Ah, at last. Tread lightly. Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last.
I live
This is more
only to serve.
For the Lich King. Finally. This is more like it. No one orders me now. What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last.
How could you murder your own father?
No one orders me around. Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers. Now, Frostmourne. Speak, fool. Finally. This is more like it. I'll make sure you suffer. Ah, at last.
I live
Frostmourne
only
hungers.
to serve.
This is more like it. Ah, at last. Finally. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Finally. No one orders me around. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. What is it now? Ah, at last. Tread lightly.
You bastard.
Speak, fool. No one orders me around. What is it now? Speak, fool. Finally. Ah, at last.
Mercy, my lord.
This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers.
The dead
This
have
is
risen
more
again.
Finally.
Guards!
Frostmourne
The
hungers.
undead! Sound the alarm!
At last. This is more like it. Finally.
I live
Frostmourne
only to
hungers.
serve.
At last. Finally. Frostmourne.
I'm in luck. These graves were dug recently. Arise in the name of the Lich King.
Tread lightly. At last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. At last. Finally.
You will know endless.
This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers.
My life for Nezu.
Finally. At last.
Faithless coward. Your pain shall be legendary.
This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. At last. Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. At last.
Faithless. Say your prayer.
Tread lightly.
Run.
Speak, fool. No one orders me. What is it now? This is more like it. Finally, the damned stand ready. Frostmourne hunger. At last. What is it now? Speak, fool. This is more like it. Finally. For the Lich King. Now, Frostmourne. This is more like it. At last. Tread lightly.
I live
No one orders
only
me.
to serve.
Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Speak, fool. No one orders me around.
I live
Tread
only
lightly.
to serve.
At last. What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. Finally. At last. Frostmourne hungers.
I
Finally.
live only to serve.
Tread lightly. This is more like it. This is more like it. At last. Speak, fool.
I live only to serve.
No one orders me around. Frostmourne hungers.
Mercy, my lord.
Finally. Frostmourne hungers. At last. Finally.
Mercy, my lord.
This is more like it. This is more like it.
I
at
bow
last.
to your will.
Finally.
Help! The undead have
hungers.
returned.
Frostmourne hungers. This is more like
Kill them all.
At last. What is it now?
Insufficient mana.
What is it now? Tread lightly.
My life
No
for
one orders
Nezu.
me around. Finally.
I
My
live
life for
only
Nezu.
At
to serve.
last. Finally.
You will know endless torment.
Speak, fool. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers.
The dead have
This is
risen
more
again.
like it.
The dead
Guards!
Frostmourne hungers. Finally. At last. This is more like it. Finally.
I live only to serve.
The dead have risen again. Guards!
Well done, Death Knight. The cult is nearly assembled.
Lordaeron lies in ashes. What good are these cultists to us now?
They will aid you in your next undertaking.
And what's that?
You will go to Underhall and recover the remains of the Acolyte's former master, the necromancer, Kel'Thuzar.
What the hell is that?
This crude contraption will allow you to transport the remains of our master.
Can you not simply raise the remains when we find them?
Pardon, Lord, but a being of Kel'Thuzad's power can only be reanimated at a nexus of powerful ley energies, and there are no such places in this land.
Very well then. Let's move out.
What is it now? Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Tread lightly. Finally. No one orders me around. Frostmourne hungers. Finally.
Arthas! Stop this madness before it's too late!
Stand aside, brother. I've come to collect some old bones and I don't wish to be disturbed.
What is it? Ah, at last. Speak, fool. Ah, at last. Tread lightly. No one is moving around. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers.
Our hero has been killed!
No one orders me around. Finally. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Finally.
Your pain shall be legendary.
Tread lightly. Speak, fool. What is it now? This is more like it.
Arthas! Stop this madness before it's too late!
Stand aside, brother. I've come to collect some old bones and I don't wish to be disturbed.
Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers. No one. Speak, fool. Ah, at last. Finally. What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Finally. This is more like it.
I can't believe that we ever called you brother. I knew it was a mistake to accept a spoiled prince into our order. You've made a mockery of the Silver Hand.
No one orders me. Speak, fool. Tread lightly. Ah, at last. What is it now?
Come along now, Necromancer. The powers that you once served have need of you again.
Told you, my death would mean little.
What the? Am I hearing ghosts now?
It is I, Kel'Thuzad. I was right about you, Prince Arthas.
It took you long enough. These remains are badly decomposed. They will never survive the trip to Quel'Thalas.
Quel'Thalas?
Yes. Only the energies of the High Elves' Sunweb can bring Kel'Thuzad back to life.
Then what must be done?
You must steal a very special herb from the Paladin's keeping. Place the Necromancer's remains within it, and he will be well protected for the journey.
As you wish.
I bow to your will. My life for Ner'zhul. I gladly obey. Where shall my blood be
The
spilled?
undead must haunt the gold mine before the acolytes can begin harvesting gold.
Thy bidding, Master. I bow to your... My fate is sealed. Thy will be done. Yes, Master. My fate is sealed.
Blight is created when undead structures are summoned. Buildings can only be summoned onto Blight, with the exception of the necropolis.
Must be.
No one will just walk around.
Summoning is complete. Where shall my blood be spilled? Thy will be done. My fate is sealed. I gladly obey the summon.
When standing on Blight, wounded undead units regenerate faster.
I cannot summon there. Thy will be done. Yes, Master. Summon is complete. My life for Ner'zhul.
Speak, fool.
My life for Ner'zhul. My fate is sealed. Summoning is complete. Summoning is complete. Summoning is complete. Summoning is complete. Thy bidding, summoning Master, is complete. I gladly obey. Thy will be done. My fate is
Summoning a graveyard will supply the undead army with fresh corpses.
yes, Master. I gladly obey. Summoning is complete. I wish only to serve. Summoning is complete. Summoning is complete. Summoning is complete.
buildings harvest lumber for the undead army.
Research complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
Tread lightly. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. At last. Frostmourne hungers. No one orders me around.
Vile betrayer! You are fit enough to even carry your father's name! Why Uther ever vouched for you is beyond me. You stripped him of his honor by casting yours to the winds. You deserve a gruesome death, boy.
At last.
Research complete.
Tread lightly. Tread lightly.
Insufficient.
Speak. No one orders me around. Frostmourne hungers. No one orders me around. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. At last. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it. Tread lightly. What is it? Frostmourne hungers. At last.
Light have mercy on you. Your betrayal has broken Uther's heart, boy. He would have given his life for yours in a second. And this is how you repay his loyalty?
No one. Finally. Tread lightly. Speak. Tread lightly. What is it now? Frostmourne hungers.
Must be.
Speak, fool. No one orders me. Tread lightly. At last. Speak, fool. What is it now? No one orders me around.
Your father ruled this land for 70 years, and you've ground it to dust in a matter of days.
Very dramatic, Uther. Give me the urn, and I'll make sure you die quickly.
The urn holds your father's ashes, Arthas. What? Were you hoping to piss on them one last time before you left his kingdom to rot?
I didn't know what it held. Nor does it matter. I'll take what I came for one way or another.
This is more like at last. No one orders me around.
dearly hope that there's a special place in hell waiting for you, Arthas.
We may never know, Uther. I intend to live forever.
Speak, fool. Tread lightly.
Excellent work. Now your journey to Quell Thalas can begin.
Tell him nothing. Only you can hear me. The Dreadlords cannot be trusted. They are the Lich King's jailers. I will tell you all when I walk this world.